Monk mode. Welcome back. Hi, Thumos. Imagine this. When you're miserable and you're suffering and you're discontent, who gains the most? When you need the newest brand name stuff. When you want to escape and get pleasure instantly. When you want to cram your face full with all this food and then take these drugs to solve this problem, who is benefiting the most, man? Tell me. It's not you. And the price of you going to these quick fixes is just going to put you in this negative feedback loop. Okay? And what I want you guys to do, as you're going monk mode, you're living the monk mode lifestyle. The foundation is just to be calm. See, I used to think that it wasn't okay to be calm. I was used to thinking that I needed to fake it until I made it. Or I needed to kind of act a certain way. Being calm, almost, if I'm being real with you, was too exposing. Because maybe it was subconsciously realized I'm not good enough just being me. You know what I mean? I'm not good enough just being me. I have to be a clown, or I have to be goofy, or I have to say something funny, or I have to appear a certain way, I have to dress a certain way. And that's not the good life. That's not the good life at all. I realize now that there's a certain vigor and there's a vitality. There's even a charisma that naturally comes from calmness. And when I say calm, I mean not like a Xanax sort of, I mean more of in here you're calm. In here you're calm. You're stoic. So you can cultivate that. And when you don't have that, it really is chaos. In here's chaos, guess what? Outside is chaos. So here's 3 ways, guys. You can remain level-headed and grounded. This is the foundation of monk mode. It's to be calm. It's the art of being chill. Okay? When you're connected to this source, really, you can let go, man. When you can let go, if you could just realize, this is the one life you got. You're just this little being on this little ball in this giant, vast space. And it's just a blink. You're in and out. How much can you really control? You're just all of these different chemicals in your brain, this little mixing. How much control do you really have? So, yeah, it's really tough to let go. But in letting go, there's actually there's more there. That's where the flow is. Okay? But to be calm, we'll talk about this more. I know that the Chinese called it the Wu Wei. It was the way, it was letting go, and out of that there was this this life that emanated from you. It was called the Da. It was the charisma, it was the man in flow. And men these days are not encouraged to trust something greater, to be present. More than ever, we're just fed all this junk and we're becoming miserable and we're paying the price. Okay, and we're becoming not leaders, we're becoming dependent on the system and lonely and isolated, and we're not good men and leaders. Okay? So here's the 3 things, let's get to it. A low inflammation diet is absolutely necessary to living a good life. This is stuff like berries, fatty fish, broccoli, avocados, green tea, peppers, turmeric, extra virgin olive oil, raw cacao, and the list goes on. Let's not complicate this. You want to be eating whole foods. And a whole food is a food that has minimal processing to it. Okay? when you are buying stuff that's in a box, cereals, mixes, muffins, pancakes, honey buns, ramen noodles, these things are all refined. And what happens is they cause this inflammatory response in the body where it actually swells up. And when you're swollen, you actually have trouble breathing. So you want to eat whole foods. The Mungo diet is all about health. You want to be, and I'm guilty of this, guys. Trust me, I'm not perfect. I mess up. I'm like that little rat in the movie Babe when he goes into the stands after the circus and he just cleans up all the food. I'm like a vacuum cleaner. Okay? But I know that I'm going to pay the price when I put junk into my body. There's a quote by Nietzsche. He said, when you are tired, you're attacked by ideas you conquered long ago. The same is true when you put sugar, a ton of hydrogenated fats, a ton of processed foods and meat. When you stuff your body filled with that, it feels good for a little bit. You get that pleasure. Ah, yeah. Time to go watch some Netflix. Ooh, yeah. But then you suffer. The next day, you are plagued and attacked by stuff that not normally affects you. And that plays out into life. Okay? So be cautious of this. Be cautious of this. I'm not saying to have an eating problem and then always say, oh, I can't eat that. But just for the most part of your life, your habits should be you're eating clean throughout the week. Right? You want to get in the habit of eating clean. And you'll notice as the days go by, you feel more relaxed. You're more present. You feel good, man. Okay? So you got a low inflammation diet. The next thing, and think of this. If they really wanted to mess you up, what would they attack? And no one talks about this. What's one thing you're doing 24/7? You're breathing. If your breathing gets messed up, you're going to experience a lot of trouble. This is anxiety. Again, the inflammation swells up. It's almost like your body's constricted. You're having trouble breathing. What happens during a panic attack? You're not breathing correctly. What do they talk about? The yogis in yoga. When you go on these retreats, follow the breath. Be aware of the breath. The way to breathe is through your nose. You do not want to be a mouth breather. That's like this. You can tell if someone's mouth breathing, look at their mouth, or look at their shoulders. Your shoulders will usually rise like this. And the chest. Now the yogis will say, take a deep breath through your chest. And it feels good. It's like a cat stretching. It just stretches it. But really a deep breath is here through the belly, in the diaphragm. You almost, and it's hard because everyone's like sucking your stomach. The stomach was actually, it can hang out. It can be relaxed. But these days, everyone wants to suck in their stomach all day and keep it tight for our abs. It's actually supposed to be relaxed. And these breaths, the breathing is supposed to be calm. And it's like, imagine beneath the ribcage, almost like expand, like take a breath with me. Put your hand right here. You want the belly to be moving. All right? Think about this expanding here. Okay? And you'll notice like this will, when you got all of these little things lined up and you're calm, the breathing actually is easy. It comes naturally. Okay? Being healthy. Health should be a top priority. You live the Monk One lifestyle, your health is a top priority. That means your food and your fitness. Okay? The next thing. Oh, and I can tell you this. Go to sleep, and then when you wake up, is your mouth dry? Because if your mouth is dry, that means that you've been breathing through your mouth. Okay, you have this air coming in. That is not good. You need to teach yourself, you need to train yourself not to be a mouth breather. That means try to catch yourself when you're at the gym. Yeah, I know it's okay. You can huff and puff once in a while, but try to get it under control, man. Another thing is when we on our phones, studies have shown people check their email, they hold their breath. Right? Close your mouth. It's going to ruin you. That's part of the mewing. If you see babies don't breathe with their mouth, their bellies rise and fall, rise and fall, rise and fall. Okay? Train yourself. When you're on your phone, you have bad posture like this. Your mouth's hanging open. Not good. Okay, not good at all. The next thing we're going to go is to magnesium. I take this stuff right here. Will I take it again? Probably not, honestly. I will probably just take a capsule. I recommend a chelated form of magnesium. Okay, this is a drink mix. It's a magnesium carbonate. I recommend a chelated form, which just means that the magnesium is bonded with an amino acid, such as citrate, magnesium citrate, glycinate, stuff like that. I would stay away from the magnesium oxidate, okay? But very cheap magnesium, and the reason you need magnesium is because of this. It's responsible for over 300 different reactions in your body. Magnesium is a psychological superstar as it has a role in regulating blood sugar, energy metabolism, and blood pressure. Okay, if you're active and you are sweating and you're working out, you're doing your monk carries, you're doing, the heavy carries and lifts, the magnesium is actually like you're losing it through you're losing the blood levels are being lowered and they're decreasing as you work out. So it's very important. And you'll notice that if you always feel tense, like your muscles, magnesium, you take some, you relax. And you'll have really deep sleep. Okay? Individuals have different tolerances to magnesium, and too much can have you running to the bathroom. Start your magnesium supplementation with 200 milligrams before bed. It may help with relaxation, help you get to sleep. Okay? You'll know if it's the right product if it lists magnesium glycinate, magnesium citrate, or magnesium glucoconate. That's it. 3 things. Eat healthy, whole foods, minimally processed. Breathe with your mouth closed. And if you're sleeping at night, tape it shut. Okay? You want to tape your mouth shut and train yourself to sleep with your mouth closed. You're going to have deeper, way better sleep and wake up feeling calm. The next thing, take some magnesium. Most people are deficient in this. It's not plentiful in the soil, so you got to take it, all right? That's it, guys. Those 3 things. It is way better. The art of being chill is the best way to live. To let go, to be present, okay? That's the best way. And allow things to arise spontaneously. I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.